Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful, exciting episode of DadDimes. This is DadDimes
Season 3, Episode 22.
There we go.
Which is a total of 74, which means we're at a quarter quill on the next one.
Well, we missed out.
Oh.
Quarter quill.
We're going to have some...
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Tributes.
Tributes.
We're going to send them to the games.
Yes.
Hell yeah. It's an exciting episode. We got two wonderful guests. We got my brother, Yvonne, and Ashley.
And Ashley. Welcome.
Welcome to the show. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah. Long-time listeners, first-time guests.
First-time guests.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
So who are they, Justin?
Who am I?
Oh, my God.
Give us an
let's get into it.
So it gets a little weird. So
before we get into it, should we pour a drink first?
Probably.
And then get into it?
No, I mean, that's
why I'm here.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah,
we got some wild turkey. We're going to start with that, and then we'll get into how the family was established.
How it was merged. So this is some wild turkey, aged 8 year. It's 101, as wild turkey is. I feel like that guy.
No, that was perfect.
That's not terrible.
A squeak.
Second one was interesting.
It's all right.
I've had worse. There we go. Wild turkey, 101, 8 year. I mean, I remember growing up and wild turkey being like bottom shelf in like a plastic tub.
Yes.
But no, you can pour me.
Over the years, wild
Even
turkey
when
has
you have.
really brought its way back.
Yeah.
It really has. I remember wild turkey was like
That's
dying
kind
in
of
the
the go-to
cornfield
for me
somewhere.
in trade school. Was
Wild turkey?
Was this? Yeah.
You're going to get the turkey. Yeah, so 101 is the 8 year, man. I'm excited for it. This was a recommendation from Jesse. He said, hey, we got this in. You should try it on the show. So, our good friends over at Cherrywood Liquor.
Taking care of us again. Taking care of us once again. Got some comments. We got where are you? We were starting the show. What's up, Chris? Thank you for joining us.
Where are you?
Lenny said, what's good, maniacs? And then if you want to read that last one.
Your eyes can't read that fast?
I can't read that.
Oh, I got it here.
Yeah,
I was today years old when I found out Steve Kerr had a son named Kerr had his son named Nick Kerr.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I got to read that.
No. God, no. No.
Yep.
Nick Kerr.
No, it's not funny.
I got.
We often get banned on these platforms. Can we just get throw away? It's on the sign. It's on the sign. You cannot get banned.
I can't help what Steve named his son.
It's been.
I couldn't even read it.
Damn it, Steve.
It's been 27 days since the last ban.
Since the last banning.
We should get you a sign like that.
Oh, God. No, we have notes every week that says, DJ can't cry.
Oh.
I mean,
Don't get banned.
See, that's his name. There's nothing we can do about his name.
I'm sure.
His name's his name. Google it.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Google it.
Google it. What's Steve Kerr's son's name?
No, man, I know where this is
See,
going to
this is why you need me as like your
That's true.
electronic girl
We need
in
to
the
have
corner.
the producers that are out there doing the things.
You have to
think it'd be
master
so
your
fun.
background laugh, so you have that distinctive.
Oh,
there's that
right.
person in the background that's always laughing
Oh,
at
that could
things.
be me.
Okay.
I've got a funny laugh.
Okay, but then you'd have to have some headphones. You'd have to be off. You'd have to have a sneaky little microphone where you can click on, click off. Be like, So the answer is 27.
What did I tell you?
I knew that.
You didn't. You said we were being inappropriate.
I just didn't want to believe it.
Well, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
All I know.
Nicholas Zwicker.
Okay.
Kerr.
Oh, so
That's his name.
we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Relationship. Let's see. 18, 19, around there. College, University of Northern Colorado. And it's where I met my wife.
Yep.
We were dating. I was introduced to her aunt.
Okay.
And Ashley, aunt's daughter.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she was
Attached.
Yeah.
tiny.
I was.
Tiny, very young. And, I mean, God.
I spent
20 years later, she's grown up. She's on alcohol drinking shows with DadDimes. I mean,
Well, do you feel old yet?
I mean, I'm gray, and every
but
day that I roll
gray.
out of bed, everything hurts. So yeah,
I'm also gray. Yeah.
Is it weird that she met my brother?
Well, yeah. So at some point, they meet each other.
Fascinating turn of events.
Which the
world
story
works funny ways.
behind how these two met was epic.
Yeah.
Is what I've been told. And they bloomed this relationship,
Ballooned. That's a good word for it.
and now they've they tied the knot. They've been married for how many years now? I think
8.
Damn.
We just hit 8.
Damn.
I'm the dates guy.
I was gonna say
So
I just
eight-
saw an update that said like
8 years.
It's been 8 years.
April
It's been
21st.
8 years. April 21st.
Yeah.
I know that.
April
And I know your
21st.
birthday. I'm doing good this year. I didn't forget.
After 8 years, we're getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Yep.
So congratulations,
Congratulations.
8 year on the wild turkey.
8 year on the
Oh,
8
look
year.
at that. That's
There we
sweet.
go.
We
That's well
planned.
thought out.
We planned that the whole
Yep.
time.
The entire time.
Well, I'm his brother, so he's like, oh, this will be perfect.
Yeah. I was like, I love this.
That makes sense.
This will hit his heart.
But it's been a good time.
Yeah, I was super attached to
Yeah.
Justin. Like,
Right?
I think
Don't have to explain it. Me too.
yeah,
He knows.
no, I know, right?
I know.
He's attachable. He grows on you.
Yeah.
No,
Like a fungus.
Yeah, like a tumor.
Like a tube.
no, I
Born
would,
in July, he's a cancer.
they would watch me like
Yeah.
a couple times a week growing up. I did homework there. I watched him play a video
Halo.
game.
She learned Rock Band.
I learned Rock Band with
Yeah.
Justin.
Dang.
Yeah.
You got to teach them young.
Yeah.
yeah.
My kid doesn't like playing
My
video
first
games.
time on a college campus was Justin and Sarah.
Yeah.
It was pledge night, so I saw
nice.
things at like 9 that probably weren't
It
ready.
was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, you're going to get exposed to the frat life. I was never in a fraternity, but the wife was in a sorority, and
Yeah.
that's how it happened.
Yeah, I would go to every sorority meeting with my cousin.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're my fave people.
I'm glad
they're
I'm up
the-
there. Because there's either
They're
the
up there.
fave people or the nave people, and I would rather be part of the fave.
What's wrong with native people?
Oh, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's
You
what
said
that's
that.
what our audience heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I'm checking the comments to see who's calling.
We have closed captioning. We know.
That's true. That is true.
It's
I
gonna
did,
say
that was
native.
on the Spotify as well.
Yeah, we have closed captioning in like 26 different languages. Spotify, we're in 13 different countries, but globally for YouTube, we're, I don't know, 30, 40. It's crazy right
That's
now.
weird. Well,
I'm
not
so
weird,
excited.
No, it is absolutely weird. No,
Well, you were
weird is
saying-
the right term.
You were saying at Mother's Day that you were number 1 or something in like weird countries like Ukraine and Russia or something. I don't know if that's
Ukraine,
what you said.
Russia, Bangladesh. You know what's really
Philippines?
I just pulled our stats for YouTube. We're trending in South Korea.
Are we? Fuck yeah.
If you had to pick one,
I don't know, man.
That's so crazy.
It was like flipping a coin on which one I want to be part of. 'Cause
Hey.
I really want to interview Kim Jong Un. I've been told.
have you seen the latest thing? I guess that happened with a ship of theirs or something. Like it.
Okay.
It was like I saw this thing where I guess it was like the christening of this
It
warship.
was. Yep.
And it sunk.
So
Well, you don't
is-
win all of them.
He's mad.
He has
very
said
upset.
that the person that made the mistake is a traitor to the nation and will be punished accordingly. Can you imagine how many people were at that shipyard that were like, "It's time to go."
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter who it is. One of us is going to be that
I
person.
think I could swim to Japan.
I say, oh, Sandy Lulu says native. So
She said,
got-
I
yeah,
heard that.
you would.
It says native.
Oh,
You
God.
would side with him.
Oh man,
I mean, it says what it says, man.
It doesn't.
you did what you did.
Yeah.
I can go back.
You know what
Okay.
you did.
I'm going to pull receipts.
I mean, it's there.
And then I'm going to change them.
It's live.
Yeah.
Too late.
I can edit.
God.
So, there's so many things I don't know where to get into.
Yeah, we got gifts for you guys.
Well, let's start with that. I love
Yeah.
gifts. I love gifts. Let's start with gifts.
Yeah.
I love gifts.
I know. Things and stuff. Do you know why? For DadDimes, I truly am number one, but you are the best.
Simply the best.
Yeah.
Better than all the
No,
rest.
we
Thank
saw
you
them,
guys so
and I
much.
thought to myself, oh, Justin needs that.
You have no idea
Yeah.
how much I need Skittles, my coffee mugs in the morning because it's like my go-to,
they're not
and the balloon just makes me feel better.
Man, you broke the balloon
Well,
already.
thank you. We appreciate gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
thank
it.
you so much.
We're gonna get into some things later. You can't, not yet, but we'll get there.
Oh God.
Oh, that explains the reach conversation.
Things and stuff and things. That's what we do.
Perfect.
Here.
Hey.
Do you have spots for that? Do you have space?
Oh, yeah, you could move this.
You're like, I don't like this devil clear stuff.
Yeah, water.
That is. It's not my fave.
It'll be fine. You good?
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate
of
that.
course.
Only on DadDimes you can get dad gifts.
Right,
Hey,
that's what
I
I was
love it.
thinking.
It was
I
perfect
love
timing.
it. Yeah.
We just happened to see it, and we're like, ooh, this will be good.
No, thank you
Father's
so
Day's
much.
coming up.
Yes, yes.
And DadDimes.
You mean my wife's birthday? My wife's birthday's coming up.
Your wife's birthday is on Dad.
How it landed.
Father's Day?
Most of the time. Her birthday is the 19th, which...
Do you know what her birthday is on this? Juneteenth.
Oh, yeah. My wife's birthday is...
So we always
Juneteenth.
celebrate her birthday to make sure. No, we celebrate Juneteenth now, and it just so happens
You
I don't
might.
know.
I celebrate my wife, Justin.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. I love her.
One
She's
hell
my
of an
favorite.
answer. That was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes
celebrate.
Credit where
priority,
credit is
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Takes priority. I don't know, man. It's a national holiday. I get the day off, so
Same.
That's
that's
his
cool.
wife.
It's a national holiday to me because my wife's birthday.
that must be it.
I'll drink to that.
Big 39.
I didn't say that.
Do that. I said it. It's fine. She's 1 year from 40.
Wow.
She's gonna get
She doesn't
you,
look a
and
day
I'm
over
gonna
25, though.
I mean, it is what it is.
laugh. No, I saw her. She's beautiful, beautiful.
What did he do? I was late.
He's just making fun of my heritage again, Mom.
I've done a lot of things, and you know I would never do that, Phyllis. Just so you're aware, I would never. Your baby boy over here would never get his feelings hurt. He's okay.
I might cry. I might break the rule and cry.
Sandy Lulu doesn't get the day off.
Well,
It's because we're hardworking citizens
sucks
and we
to
don't
suck.
work for the government.
Oh well, I
That's
do work for the guy. I work for the man.
Same.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped working for the government, man. I'm pretty chill with that.
Well,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, they kind of tell you when and what to do, and how to do it, in what direction.
Yeah.
I'd say effectively, but never.
Never
Not once.
effectively.
Not once.
So you're saying the efficiency of the current system is not to the standard that we expect as taxpayers? And the answer is off to the whiskey. So they're saying Wild Turkey 1018 year smells like vanilla cake frosting.
It doesn't smell
It
like
doesn't smell like that at all. Nutty toffee,
I
You
think
get that?
Maybe.
that nutty.
That's definitely more so than the frosting.
wood spice, dried orange peel.
that. I don't get orange
I
peel.
don't get orange either.
I was excited for the vanilla cake frosting, but
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I'm not getting orange peel.
Listen, a whiskey that smells like vanilla. That's
it's every
I'm a
whiskey
fan.
ever produced.
Actually, we got a bottle back here called Big Black Dick.
is it the biggest blackest dick?
My
though?
God.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
It's a rum.
It's a rum, though.
Oh,
yeah.
we love a rum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from the Caribbean.
Nice.
Or a Caribbean, depending on how you say it.
Well, okay, the correct way is Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the only time you say Caribbean. And then
Okay.
it's Caribbean every other time.
I don't know.
No, because Pirates of the Caribbean doesn't sound right. It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm excited they're making another one.
Me.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Depp's back, baby.
Hell yeah.
Listen, it's a win when we get Johnny Depp back.
All you had to do was roll over and get off the Amber Heard turd on the pillow, and he's back in the role.
That's true.
Jesus, yeah.
Hell
Nothing,
yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
ruins your day like a turd on the bed. And
And she did that for him.
I can't.
Hey, been there,
I
man.
can't
See,
believe.
the truth is, I could be crazier.
Damn.
See, but that's like physical harm that you would do, not.
Oh God, no! Oh no!
Let's not.
Let's take
Hold on.
the psych world. I would be doing every single day, just like one cell at a time in the brain, and by the end of it, you'd be like, I don't even know where I'm at. Like, I did that.
You're welcome.
I was saying, I've been, at the top of the stairs again, huh? It's a precarious position for you.
No. He had a hip surgery. He loves to tell this story like it isn't his fault.
You are old.
I've had 2 hip surgeries.
Oh my God!
When everybody's like, "Oh, you're not so old," he's like, "Why do you keep saying you're old?" I'm like,
Because we are old. Match
well,
made
if
in a
the wa-
hospital bed,
If
baby.
the walker didn't give it away,
Listen, yeah. But he had his second hip surgery, and he was,
intolerable.
excuse my language, the babiest of back bitches I've ever met.
What's wrong with that?
He was whiny. And he was crab apple.
It's not like I was in pain.
I don't care.
Have you ever had a hip
Listen,
surgery?
No one. I live with.
She's probably slotted too.
Yeah,
but
I live with internal hip pain. I have a torn labrum, guys. Like I'm broken.
yeah.
But I was helping him down the stairs.
She doesn't cry at all.
At all?
Yeah, no, because
Were you carrying him?
No, I I was helping him. But let me tell you, I was helping him. I was being a good cover. I was making sure he was getting down those stairs. Safety. And he started sniping at me. And I just kind of stopped. And he kept walking. And then he stopped. And he looked back behind me. He's like, are you going to push me? And I was like, I'm really thinking about it. Like, I have 2 life insurance policies on you.
Kicks him. Like, hey, that would have been.
I have 2 life insurance policies. Right now, it sounded a lot better than you sniping at me. I got him on the couch. I left. I was like, have a good time. Here's your water.
Oxy's a hell of a drug.
Listen, all I ask is you leave the front door unlocked, and I have Uber on the phone. We should be good. Food's coming. Okay. Have a nice day. It's okay. We're good. My bad. I should not have said those things. Please don't kill me in my sleep.
Oh, listen, I don't kill him in his sleep. I have to.
I want you to be awake when this happens.
I want her
listen, I want him to see my eyes.
We're doing it live.
I want him to know it was me.
That might get us banned. I don't want to do that.
Hey, that works perfect.
We get banned far too. But you know what? We're back, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. How long do you get banned for? Like,
Depends.
is it a set limit?
Depends.
So we send it to our legal team. They do a lot of appeals, and they tend to get our punishment reduced.
Yeah.
But it does happen. I think
From time to time.
From time to time.
A little bit.
I think we do 7 days. I think we had a 21 day at some point. We got that reduced. We had longer than that, and then we got that reduced.
I think our longest has been 14 days.
Yeah, and then at some point they had a technical issue, and then we were down for like 3 or 4 weeks. But they said that it wasn't due to being banned; it was due to a technical connection issue. And I'm like, you lie to your friends. You don't have to lie to me. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Right.
But it's a good time though.
We got some comments.
Yeah, tell me what's going on.
Let me see, where did we leave off?
So I think the last thing I said was, Sandy Lulu's.
Sandy.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get the day off. Then Lenny Salazar.
Every time Sandy hears a balloon pop, she drops to the floor and screams, "Get them, daddy." She doesn't say that. We didn't have a father figure growing up, so she would say, "Get them, mom," instead of dad. But my mom pointed out that my wife is a grandma that doesn't look a day over 25. Her name is Granny Danny.
Yeah.
And then
24 plus 1.
Yeah. Lenny takes Juneteenth off of work because of Malik and Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And then Christopher.
Stand united.
Yeah. Always remember safety first.
I mean, you should.
We're caught up. Right. That actually, leaving off of Chris as the last thing, we want to give a big special thank you to Chris.
Yeah.
I was able to meet him last week. I dropped off the golf tee, gave him the glass, had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Real good guy, stand-up guy.
Chris wants to be on the show at some point.
I enjoyed meeting him. He wants to be on the show. But he also went ahead and did a couple videos for us, and then posted the tea with our glass.
That's true. From Select Draw Cigar Cutters. Our friends over there hooked us up.
Our friends at Select Draw Cigar Cutters. And we actually have Chris's picture right here. Bam. A work of art.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So cigar cutters. Chess piece, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Chess
piece. Oh, I see why you're saying chess piece.
Come on.
It's a chess piece.
That's what it is.
Chess piece.
Flared bottom chess piece.
The way you said chess piece.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be very specific about what these
Her
are.
eyes said it did not look like a chess piece.
She's
I'm
like,
just curious what she thought it was.
Chess, obviously.
Obviously. For sure.
Puncture your cigar. Yeah. It's a nice draw. Life's good. It's a really good company. We appreciate them sending them out to us. And they are going out. Is it still up? Yep. They are going out to the golf course. They are getting promoed. I'm pretty sure that a review was sent. I think, Chris, did you send a review?
Yep. Chris could confirm.
Thank you for doing that.
But really Chris did say he was going to Select Draw to leave a review on it. He said he hit a bomb off of it, but it if you bury it, it's hard to get out.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's actually meant to be a golf. I mean, so I would like to have it in the golf bag. You're smoking cigars. You're like, I need a cutter. You have something available. If you break your last tee and you're like, man, I've had the best game of my life, break out the last one you got.
Today's the day.
Yeah.
Today's the day.
It wouldn't be my go-to because you don't want to damage it.
He said it actually, for the cigar, great draw on the cigar and everything, so very good for that.
Well, we really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy. Shout out to our buddy Chris.
Yeah. New DadDimes glasses.
I saw these. I thought they were
the ones you guys were talking about?
Super cute.
Story behind the glass is your mom, actually.
unfortunate.
No, she said...
Your mom.
No, she said... So we were at Mother's Day, and she's like, well, what kind of glass do you drink old fashions in? I'm like, it's a rocks glass. She's like, what kind of glass is that? And I'm like, oh, I probably should look at rocks glass. So I looked at them on Amazon. I was like, oh, can I put our logo on them? Just so happens you can do that.
I mean,
you can do anything on Amazon. Yes. So now we have DadDimes rocks glasses because
I think these are awesome. I love the
they're
color.
really cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but that's where the
faded blues
idea stemmed from. Was
my mother.
You should know what a whiskey rocks glass is, and if you tune into DadDimes every single week, you've seen them, but now you see branded ones.
Yep.
So
I like them.
that's where they came from.
That's awesome.
No, thank you. Chris said, "Hey, thanks, guys. Love the shout out. We appreciate you, Chris, for tuning in each and every single week.
Yep.
Thank you for your support. That means a lot to us.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And for everyone that thought that this was a sticker, this is actually this is bottles.
This is bottles upon bottles upon bottles.
Like a secret little safe of bourbon.
Yeah, at some point we might need to lock it up.
Yeah, vault door.
Lock it up.
No.
Yeah, you lock this door and the front door and the garage door. You're good.
That's not good enough.
Ah.
It should be like a safe room. Like, this is where I would want to be if the house was burning. Like, hang on, we're going down with the ship.
I was saying, it seems like they didn't
down.
have any fun in the movie Safe Room because they didn't have that.
Right.
That's exactly
That's a
right.
fair point.
They would have chilled the fuck out.
Yeah, if they had just stay in the safe room and hang out with
Listen,
that.
if you're going to go out, you might as well go out with a
And
bottle.
they're like, oh, we're going to break in. I'm like, you can't have the pappy.
Yeah.
I know why you want to be in.
Take the widow Jane. No, I'm going to kill you.
I deserved it. I deserved it. So what's going on in your life? What's new? What's exciting? What did today bring?
What did today bring?
You were off today.
I was off
Even
today.
better.
Oh, yeah, I was off today.
Okay.
I got a massage because
Dang.
I know. She's a girly pop. I've just been really sore, and I was like, yeah, I'll go. I'll do the massage. Thank you. And I did, and this woman, like, rubbed my neck so hard, it looks like I have hickeys.
Damn.
So I know. I was like, that's going to be a fun
That's
one.
the excuse.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You did that.
We'll find him and we'll kick his fucking ass. I'm with you.
No.
Nobody does that to my brother's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Not a single time.
Yeah, no. So that was nice. I didn't work today. It was pretty chill. I'm all right.
You can either pour over.
Yeah, I'm gonna par over.
Or you can do
I love
whatever.
a cold. Yeah.
Par over.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
I didn't drive, so
It's DadDimes time.
Yeah.
So you had a good time. You had a me day, relaxation day. You can't beat that.
Yeah, no, fought the dogs a little bit, had some fun there. It was a great time.
Yeah, they tend to.
Well, we own a zoo, really. So
She's on a book tour. She reads like 1,000 books a year. Is that
I
right?
know.
Holy hell!
I don't know. Oh, how much is it?
That's a lot of
So we have.
movies to
So she
watch.
got us on this app called Fable. I don't know.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, if they want to
Shameless
sponsor us, we'll plug them.
Yeah,
And it's
I'll put your name
it's
right
like
here.
it's like a book club, kind of like Goodreads, whatever.
Gotcha.
But the reason why I like it is because it does streaks, so it'll like log your streaks, and I'm competitive, and I'm like, oh, now I got to read today. Like I have to get the daily
right,
thing.
it's super nice.
17 more pages.
Yeah, I have to,
Let's
I
see.
have
Let's
to get
see.
it. I
I'm on a
must.
148 day streak, which
Damn.
I
Oh
started.
my God.
I started January 1st, so we've
I'm
lived
100
through 148 days.
I'm 120 something.
So we're 148 days in the year.
Yeah. Well, that was my goal. I wanted
so
to read
far
at least
behind.
a chapter a day year this year, because last year I went for like 45 books, and I did that, and that was pretty cool. But I want a just more consistent year, because like last year I did a lot of like long breaks, and then like 3 weeks of hardcore. Like I'd get 4 books done in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm at let's see, 22 books this year. I just finished one.
Jesus.
Hey,
I'm
goals
at
50.
18.
Goals 50.
My goal's only 25
All right. So,
or 20. Actually,
is it like
it's 20.
Lone Survivor? Is it, or is it like some romance?
whatever.
Is it some
Oh,
weird books where you're like,
listen.
I don't know if I can
got
say.
those porn books.
There's
Hey, I'm a lady.
Whoa. Yeah, ladies don't read porn. They read smut. It's different.
No. We don't watch
and
porn,
they don't
we
read it. They get the audiobook.
The audio
Actually.
book is worth it.
And Devin came
So-
down the stairs.
Oh, no.
Fun story. And this is going to make it really awkward.
I got to make it PG because we got our producer sitting there.
You gotta really get in. When we started doing podcasting, we found out that for Amazon Books, you can start to actually be voiceovers. So we created an account and we had to do some initial voiceovers for a few books, and
Didn't get accepted.
Well, I couldn't submit it because I started reading it. I'm like, it'd be really weird if Ivan like downloaded this book and all of a sudden he's like, "Is that Justin?"
I'm pretty sure Ivan would be
Actually,
like, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
I would literally be like, now I have to get every book he's ever narrated.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be his voice.
You'll be the number one.
Yeah, he's
The number
obsessed
one
with
book
you.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. Like it is. Like I was like, maybe but you have to submit a like a sample, and then they'll either choose you or choose someone else. But I was like, I start reading some of them, like I don't know if I could read because people are going to listen to this at some point and. They're going to be like, yeah, I know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
His
listen,
voice
his
is
voice.
so familiar.
Well, it also doesn't help that they go, this book by so-and-so, narrated by Justin
Listen,
Baumgartner. And they'd be like,
I have
I'll change the name.
I only know one, so...
I have a couple audiobooks just because who the narrator was. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a fan. I don't even care what this book is about. Jacob Morgan?
There was a guy on TikTok that was doing like voice, like he would take segments of like speeches or whatever, or segments of books, and he'd do it. And then he got announced to do voiceovers for books that I read. And I was like, well, now I have to have that book, like, because of this one dude.
Listen,
So.
Audible's so, like, I love an audiobook.
From
I'm a
Audible.
huge fan of, like,
Welcome
reading
to
along,
Audible.
too. Like, sometimes your brain hurts. You just get to read along to an audiobook, and it's so nice. I love to read. It's always been my big thing. So.
But it'd only be better if welcome to audiobook. Hello.
Exactly. Listen, there's some...
I'm Jay Balmy.
I wonder if we could do like a duo.
You
there
can.
are those. Yeah.
Well,
Came in and said,
I'm DJ, and this is Jay Daddy.
Listen, I just read a Why Choose novel.
"Why choose?"
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I'm into it. Let's go.
It talks about women voting.
No.
so about that band.
Like,
Are you here yet? Like, oh my god, no! It's like, why
No, they're
choose a
okay
man?
with
Have
that.
them all.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was great. It was a good time. I have a good time reading. It's
Sounds
great.
good.
And then Franklin said, "Hello."
Listen, my poor husband.
it would
I've
be
like
Franklin.
been listening to the
Of course it
audiobook
would.
out loud, and he's like walked in the room and just, oh my ghost, what are you listening
I'm glad
to?
that was a book.
180. Goodbye.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Sounds like you're having fun.
Great time. Great
Back
time.
to the
This is
video
like-
games.
But I
while you're in
don't. I
here.
don't just read smut. I read a lot of books. I read Jurassic Park for the first time this year.
Okay.
and
Better
that was
than the
really
movie?
interesting.
I seen the movie.
Yeah, listen, they're my favorite movies growing up. I
Wait,
love.
they made a movie out of it?
Actually, I would have been like, they made a book out of that movie.
Yeah. So I read that, and that was like my first like classic thriller. I guess I would call it a classic thriller.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was really good. It actually had a lot more of the science in it, so that was really interesting to
Okay.
read. Like he did some research to make the stretch, from
Gotcha.
and that was really cool. I usually try to do. I would say like every couple months I try to get a nonfiction in there. That's a real goal for me because I'm a fiction person. So
Yeah,
better than
I try
me.
to better my mind a little bit every once in a while.
Flyboys is really good if you like World War II. I listened to it.
I've been tempted to start like reading. So she got
You
me.
can't.
Yeah, like as you turn 30 and you have to like make a choice. Men have to make a choice. Either they get really hardcore into world history or grilling. And she's like, you have to do the grilling.
Talked about that.
I
It's
do
at 40
both.
though.
Was that?
I do both.
That's kind of where I'm at. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm already like a weird sponge. Like I got to touch the tism. So the history stuff's going to come naturally. I can really get into grilling.
Yeah, I like the history stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
Fun
hard
fact
not
about me: I watch movies instead of books
to. Hey,
You know why?
because I'm touch
Clip.
of the tism.
Cliff notes. Touch of the tism.
I inhale media as a whole. Like I really love classic movies. I love kind of like I love watching movies. I love watching TV shows. I have very specific shows that I'm like, oh god, I can't wait for it to come back. Last of Us season finale had me wrecked.
Yeah,
Wrecked.
I just watched that the other day. It was pretty good.
Wrecked.
Bailey's waiting for the rookie to come back, so she's in
Oh, I love The Rookie. The Rookie's a good one. Yeah.
We need another rookie season.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
Team Chenford.
Well, we got some comments.
No.
Not us.
yeah, Chris is going off.
Yeah, Chris says, at least when you're down there, you'll know when the laundry's done. That's true, Chris.
At some point, you might see the little update. It'll say, your dryer has been complete.
And then big news for the week, we got Duck Dynasty. Phil passed away.
Oh, it happened, man.
Yeah, the
Poor
the
Phil.
dad. Apparently some cancer and battling are actually what is it? Very aggressive Alzheimer's. So, so rest in peace, Phil Robertson.
Dynasty, man.
11, Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Great show.
I'm amazed you weren't cast.
Best MLB team, Rockies, lost 22 straight games and counting.
But
Let's
they
go,
beat the Yanks.
They did beat the Yankees
3-2.
And then they lost 11-3 the next day.
Okay. We knew that was going to happen, but at least there was
a moment. There was a moment.
I mean, if you're going to suck, you might as well just go for greatness sucking, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking at tickets recently, and it's like $17 a seat, relatively close. But I was like, nah, man, I want that sweet experience. And the thing that Lenny was talking about, where you go in, they have like the buffets, like you have the elevator that goes up. It's like $379 to see a Rockies game.
Yeah.
One person. I'm like, why?
When my dad worked for like a big construction company, they would pay for the suite for us to go to like the Broncos games.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was sick growing up. I thought it was the coolest thing. I had like diehard Broncos fan.
Yeah. Well, the Broncos are actually, I mean, they're not great every season, but they're at least
They're on their way.
They're not as Rockies losing.
They're not awful.
And it's still fun to watch them lose, too.
Yeah.
Whereas the Rockies is like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
I mean,
another one.
They'll be okay. Next season. There was one season they made it to like the playoffs.
2 in recent years.
I mean, back to the
20,
it's been 20 years. It's been 20 long years.
And 07, 09, something like that.
09, yeah. So
There's
you're gonna like this because I had no idea, but you might actually get it. Ivan has this. We were talking about Star Wars. You like Star Wars?
I love Star Wars. Grandson was born on May the 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's perfect. That's perfect.
We will always
also
remember.
with you.
Yeah.
You had like a show or something that was like similar to, but kind of like a filler of. I would assume you would know what this is. I don't know.
Are you talking about Warhammer?
Possibly. Do you know what Warhammer is?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what is it?
So she hates it. So it's like probably one of the nerdiest things you can get into. So it is
up your alley.
So take like D&D.
Okay.
Like the tabletop game where you roll dice, right?
Right up my alley.
Yeah.
He's a nerd.
But instead of like your one guy that you go on quests with, you have an army. And you fight another person's army of plastic figurines. That's kind of where it started, was tabletop games. It started off like smaller and stuff, but then it's gotten so much bigger, and now they have different versions.
It's huge. Okay, they have the plastic game that you play. You paint the models. You do all of it. There's so much plastic in my basement. It's unheard of. Listen, and it's expensive plastic.
Wait till it gets a 3D printer.
I was gonna say, would it be expensive plastic if you just printed your own?
No, well that's.
I mean, at some point you're like, it's 10 cents a figure. The printer was like,
that's like
$7,000,
the running,
but whatever.
That's the running argument of the fandom, is that like prices keep going up with the company that's, because it's owned by one company. They're the only ones who can make like officially licensed stuff. They're also the only company that can make officially licensed Lord of the Rings models for the board game they have.
Oh, okay.
They've got an exclusive contract with New Line Cinema or whatever.
Gotcha.
So, but you can 3D print all day long as long as it's not their stuff.
Why not?
So yeah, people. That's like the running.
How would they know that
they
it's
won't.
their stuff?
They're fine with that. They're just really like
when you start selling it.
Selling it, or like you're printing their specific templates, whatever. Then as long as they're not losing money, they don't care.
And here's the deal, man. You only get in trouble if you sell it online. Why do you have like little black market
people do? I'm
sure
bring it to flea markets and like we call it the nerd market. Everyone shows up and we just kind of like sell it like half price.
I've had conversations with people that have 3D printers and they're like, I'll sell you not the models, but like the template. So
gotcha.
I designed this template. It's a 40K Warhammer guy, but it's not their print. It's my own print. I'll sell you the print.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, because it's not like
I've been into these Warhammer stores. Okay, you thought you were a nerd. You're not. You're okay.
Once you walk through the wall of stank. Some of these people have.
So I was one time I was trying to be real good fiance, girlfriend. I don't know what I was at the time, but I went into one of these games
by yourself.
it was a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I went in,
It's like
and
Big Bang Theory when a girl walked into the comics.
It felt like that. You know, like in the movies when like the music stops playing? I walked in and like they were playing a game at a table, there were people walking around, people stopped. And I was like, whoa, do you have a Warhammer 40K calendar? And they're like, come on in, we can check. And I was like, no, honestly, a yes or no before I walk through the passage. Okay,
So
I don't feel good about this.
you-
This is Aurora. Like, no.
Oh, well, you probably went there. I'm thinking of the.
Yeah, I went
I'm thinking
to-
the
I went to-
actual.
yeah.
She's taken.
Yeah, no. Listen, the actual 40K store, like, I know the guy, he's super chill. He sees me from time to time because I try to be a good person. You're welcome.
I say that they have an official store
In Glendale.
in Glendale,
Yeah.
so you know,
So, okay. We're not getting too nerdy.
Hey, trust me.
So
this isn't going to
I
turn
don't
into
know
a
if it
Warhammer
was
podcast.
Halloween or Christmas. The city does like a very big thing where they'll give out gifts or they'll have sponsored tables where they can go around and really bring in the children that were not exposed to a lot of things. They didn't have a lot of we had a lot of Section 8 housing early on before they got all pushed out because growth was gentrification. Yeah, it was terrible, absolutely terrible. By the way, another story for another time. We reached out to that vendor or the owner of the shop, and he provided his own table, and he was giving out free figures.
How long ago was
Oh,
it?
it had to have been Kyle.
It had to have been. Kyle.
Yeah, it was Kyle for sure.
Did you meet him? Do you remember him?
I mean,
Was he hot?
Did he have tattoos?
Kyle was.
I have no idea. All I know is he was there and he was providing all these, and he said, you know what? He was giving out vouchers that if you bring this into the store, I will show you how to paint and
Kyle.
how the games work.
Sounds
and I
like
was
Kyle.
like, man, this isn't a cheap thing to get into.
No.
And he's providing it for free for all the youth because he wants them to get into something that brings them away from potential negative behaviors and get them into something that has imagination and thought process and thinking and it just was such a cool thing.
That'll do it.
Yeah, man.
But
I was like, this is like a cool outreach thing, and he was just like, yeah, I mean, it's worth it.
Well, they have all sorts of stuff now. Like it's video games. They have if you saw Space Marine 2,
Okay.
that's Warhammer.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So it's a video game. They also if you watch the show Secret Level on Amazon Prime,
Also haven't seen that.
it's really good. It's got a bunch. They took a bunch of video games and made short episodes.
Yeah.
I think it's episode 5 on the first part of the season.
Okay.
It's got a Warhammer episode and it's
Hell yeah.
amazing.
Well, again, man, if they're doing outreach and it's something that's helping the community, that's what we're all about. We think it's a big deal.
I love
Speaking of helping the community,
You got some things going on right now.
we got one from our buddy Lenny. Actually, he's my brother. DadDimes just set up a table at Safe Summer Kickoff by Life. This is actually right up your alley. By Lifeline, Colorado, June 7th, Garfield Park. They're restocking the lake that morning, by the way.
Heard that, yeah. 6
It's a
a.m.
fishing thing. We could set up a table. He's actually still looking for volunteers. And I was like, I would love to go fishing. I imagine that's not what he's talking about for volunteers, but I will take that up.
So
I volunteer as tribute. Exactly.
Yeah,
That was good. That was good.
I know. We're actually watching the entire thing right now. We went from the prequel. We're in the final episode. The kiddos all into it, and I'm like, you know what? I know what's going on in the world.
Hey, I read them all this year because the new one came out.
So, again, usually we talk about, and we're going to get into sports because we have some sports talk, but not really because the Rockies suck. WNBA, though, I want to get into that here in a minute because Caitlin Clark is killing it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Killing it. Going back, the entire premise of the Hunger Games, if she just would not have volunteered for her sister, the same outcome would have happened, and they wouldn't have demolished a bunch of towns and killed a bunch of people.
You're so wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I've read the books. You're so wrong.
Yeah, she died in the end anyway, so...
Listen. No. Okay, and that's a good
Laundry's
point.
ready.
That's a good point, but I've read the books, and the woman that Suzanne Collins is to have put this world together, and we just got Hamish's story, which is
The drunk guy from the 3.
I know who Images was. I was like,
By
I know who
far-
I would be in the show.
by far,
Woody
and
Harrelson?
he
Yes.
listen.
Woody.
I've never in my life said
the best one.
he deserves to be a drunk. Listen, that man, you read the book, he went through it. We're getting the movie later on. It's genuinely so beautiful, but it's
so beautiful.
It is. It's a beautiful description on how complacency leads to government, like, overreach. And
I've never heard of that before.
Okay.
Never happens.
I've never seen that firsthand.
In this century.
What district is Colorado?
Colorado is actually Colorado's district.
Capital.
It's the capital. Isn't that rough?
No, it feels right.
Well, I mean,
ascension is here.
I'm pretty sure this is where it all starts.
Oh God!
And it all falls.
Listen, it's truly in my humble opinion one of the best books ever written, as far as like just the timeline and the way she is effortlessly like weave together these stories, because we get Snow's story, we get Hamich's story, and the real you should, and I have them on Audible, and the real thing is like the odds were never in our favor.
No,
like
never,
and that
never.
It's just I honestly think it's a truly beautiful book. It's one of those that they should force you to read in high school.
Is there a chance that I can
steal our Audible?
No, I mean, I have Audible. I mean, the wife has a bunch of credits that she never uses. I'm going to use them. But is there a chance that I might be able to sign on and maybe be the voiceover for the next book?
Possibly.
Yes.
Listen, you can
Yes.
try. The guy from
No.
I don't know.
well, do you guys watch?
Oh, that's a different book. Got it.
Do you guys?
That's a fan fiction.
The guy that did the last
Hamish
Audible.
rubbed her leg.
Oh my God. The guy that did Hamich's voice in the last Audible. He's from. Help me. Contra Bowl is Beth Dutton. The Duttons. Who is it?
Oh, the guy
Yeah, he's Jimmy. Jimmy is the guy that reads it.
Jimmy.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know
Jimmy?
who that is.
I'm pretty sure.
He was the skinny white boy that was a piece of shit at the very beginning.
Hi, man.
and then-
Yeah, listen. I might be wrong. Don't take me.
don't know, man.
Don't take
That
me
may
for
sound
granted here,
different.
but yeah, it's. Listen, I love an Audible. You should listen to the books.
You know what? I'll put that on my list. I know at some point I was going to read it, but I was reading things. I was doing like a lot of like the 5 a.m. club. I did that this year so far, which that's
Ew.
painful, man.
Say, I don't know if it was the last podcast or the one before you mentioned anything before 8, and I felt that in my soul.
Jesus.
Is too much.
I remember getting to work at 5 a.m. and that was painful. I remember getting off work at 5 a.m. Both of them equally sucked.
I used to work nights at the University of Colorado, and I'm like, I don't know how my mom has worked nights at a regional hospital for 20 years.
Your mom's
Absolutely.
probably
not.
the
I could
coolest
never.
person I know.
She's mid.
Is she a vampire?
No, she's
a-
kind of
she's
just a
She's
badass.
a ginger, auburn hair.
Okay, now I get it. No,
Hold on.
We're good.
What?
I know what you're getting.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with them now. You gotta say with the A, not a.
Listen, good for them. Good for them. Good for them.
We saw the update.
We saw
Yeah.
the update.
We know.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Redheads are now black, so
Facts. The internet decided.
honestly, good for them.
The internet decided
That's
to
weird.
work.
Decided.
Apparently.
Listen, the internet's been coming out with some funny and great things recently. Hate to sound like an old lady, but
I think they always come up with some really good stuff.
Dude, that's the stuff the internet was made for. It was just the off the wall, humorous stuff. Like the memes on like current events is like grade A stuff every time.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Caitlin Clark
Oh boy, here we go.
taking down Angel Reese.
as she should.
Like
Do you know either of them?
like it's a challenge.
They play in the WNBA. That's the women's basketball league. That
Is there a men's
Women
basketball
can play
league?
basketball now.
Wait, I didn't know there was a men's league.
I mean, they actually did slightly well.
It's
I mean,
like
they lost in the
it's like
playoffs.
the
but-
WNBA, but with all dudes. Like,
Ew.
I'm just wondering
Who
when we're
watched
going to get
that?
like. Can we get if we got a WNBA team in Colorado? I would more likely go and watch that game than the Rockies.
Agreed.
Yeah, well, no shit.
yeah, but baseball
You'd be in.
is kind of naturally boring.
Listen, the best game to see live, in my opinion, has and
Porn.
always will be hockey. What?
Hockey?
Nothing.
Say it ain't
We went to
so.
a hockey
Wait a
game this
minute.
year.
Wait a minute.
I said porn.
I thought so. You might be right.
She heard you.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet.
So I hear.
That's not a game.
Well, it could be.
It's a profession. So man, they have their own
So
Emmys. It's crazy.
Yeah,
They
I know,
really
and it's
do.
it's. I don't know how they like not have it broadcasted everywhere. 'Cause
Also, understand what our current audience is. So careful. Anyway,
That was none of our faults. I said
was
hockey.
all of your fault.
Hold on. I said hockey. Hockey's a great
I
sport
did
to
give her a
watch
disclaimer
live.
when she came down.
You're not.
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
true.
wrong.
It's true.
you're gonna learn. Like, today's the day, I guess.
Papa Rocks just joined. What's up, Papa Rocks?
What's up, Papa Rocks?
What do we have going on in the comments?
Nothing.
Even better.
I say, well, I have to. Yeah, I say Chris said later nerds, but he did say
later nerds.
I want to make sure Chris. He said it twice. We forgot that. I guess the voice of Chucky died as well. We didn't see that in his first
Lord.
Chucky.
So.
Oh,
His dad.
Now the
Hey,
good
can
news
we
is
talk about?
there was enough Chuckies that they were able to record it, and his AI voice will live on forever.
Can we talk about the fact that Annabelle is missing?
They,
good.
apparently that was debunked. I found that out today. But
we'll pretend he never said that.
Yeah,
we can still
here's
talk
what
about
I
it
will
because it's
say.
a crazy situation.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, the
We know
Warrens said
Annabelle.
never move this
They
doll.
said
and
never
moved
move
it.
this doll. They were blessing that doll twice a week, right? Like, this doll is dangerous. They said never move this doll. It is too dangerous to get rid of, and it is too dangerous to move. So you know what they did? Let's
Moved
take
it.
it on tour.
Yeah.
Let's
moved
put
it.
it in a different box that isn't made of the holy wood and everything they did precautionary. Let's put it in a random box and let's take it.
Put it in a Target bag and throw it in the back of the Chevy.
Yeah, so they've been taking it on tour. Apparently, like, plantations burned down where
Yeah.
it was. Apparently, like,
There was,
people
like,
got out of prison. Like,
Yeah.
there was a prison break. I mean, I have
all
thoughts on where she could go next.
I got some weird things that we're going to talk about soon.
Oh, really? I'm
Okay.
excited.
Yeah.
Send it, I guess.
Send it? No, I don't know.
Well,
I
speaking-
gotta think whether or not I can
you
actually
brought-
get into it.
You brought up the
You can.
WNBA, and unfortunately, the Mystics beat the Fever. Oh, no. But Caitlin Clark's out. She's got
injured.
She's injured.
I mean,
Reese.
I'm not. Well, like by
No,
all,
that's what happened. That's my truth.
That's your
I know
truth.
my truth.
I identify, right? Yeah.
I know my truth.
But yeah, no, I mean, well,
Jesus.
so it's funny that you bring this up because I think I talked to you about this at Mother's Day.
Possibly.
Or I was like, for some reason, TikTok decided I was a WNBA fan in the last like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
So I've
It's
been
been
actually
a really interesting change
Weird.
because
Have you been
this-
whispering into it?
No. Let me tell you.
we don't do the sports.
Hold on.
We don't do the sports.
We don't do this. He doesn't do the sports. Listen, I would have, if someone said they would pay me $1 million that my husband this year would get into sports, I would have been like, you're a liar. Leave me alone.
You started listening
This
to
man
DadDimes, now I know why.
Yeah, no, he's never had an interest in anything sport related in my entire marriage. Okay, the man doesn't touch sports.
Which has been 8 years,
And
by the way.
8.
Yep.
Did we mention that?
I'm really pretty and he's really lucky. Okay, he can remember the dates. It's fine. Listen, he's
I'm aware.
blessed.
Like that's not. That's,
He's okay. Okay,
She
I water
says it for
him
everyone
and feed
else.
him
I'm
twice
aware.
a day. He's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
listen, he'll
Sometimes
he'll,
I get chocolate.
You're like a ficus. You're good.
He's had an obsession with ficuses lately. That's crazy that you said that. That's crazy
So I have running jokes, and
he's got
that's
bits. He's got
one of it.
bits.
So every plant that she brings in the house, like I'm a plant lady now, she'll bring it in, and I was like, oh, that's a ficus, and she's
shit,
like,
that's so awesome.
that's amazing ficus. And she's like, none of these are ficuses. Like, yeah, it is. It's got holes in it. It's a ficus. Like,
It was a
Constantly.
monstera.
My mother-in-law gave her a plant and said, hey, can you revive this? And I looked at her and I said, go home and throw it out and buy a new one.
No.
it's still in our garage.
Okay, hold on. It is in the garage. Auntie, if you watch this,
She's watching it live.
it is in our garage, but my hope is to put it into a dormant state. Honestly, y'all don't
Dormant
understand.
state. Yeah,
no, I
a
am.
dormant
I'm trying,
state.
No, okay, I'm trying.
I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna have it in a nest and just.
Hey, that's what OJ said too.
Yeah, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Dormant
Go to sleep.
state, just fine.
Hold the phone.
A pillow.
All right, hey, you psychos! I refuse.
I want to see a picture of him pillowing, suffocating the fight.
I have plans for the fight to set, and I have never done you dirty ever. I am well known as your little witch lady in this family. Okay,
That was
I
the
am
other thing I was
plant
gonna
lady.
talk about, that
I'm the
she
witch
is-
lady.
She's one of the many. I don't know what it is about the bloodline. And my wife's going to listen to this like in the next couple days.
Bloodline.
I think you should be very
It's
careful.
hereditary.
They're all witches. It is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Pagans, man.
Okay, all
All
right.
I know
listen,
is whatever.
listen. I mean, do you want to get into it?
No, I don't, because we don't have that
These
much.
goddamn Gentiles running wild around here.
But
Listen.
she stole us good Christian boy. Like
All I know is I don't know where my broom's at most of the day, so it's crazy.
Oh,
Oh, Sarah takes it.
all right. No, listen, it's a family thing. It's always been there.
Yeah.
Listen, we're good. You're fine. You're alive.
Exactly. That's
And-
what.
But that's because you
Healthy.
took a liking to him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Listen,
Shine.
I'm known as kind of the family witch for sure. I feel like everybody is got a little bit of a witchiness to them, but like I'm kind of the go-to questionnaire.
Okay.
Like if we have a problem, I try to help out for sure.
I think you're up there. I think that the
Go ahead.
All right, yeah, sure.
So Caitlin Clark, sir. That's what I'm reading
okay,
on
some of
my...
those out there. My wife has an aunt that lives in Maine.
Yeah.
And you know who you are. She
love you,
hasn't aged a day
Yeah.
It's because the black don't crack, baby.
in like 20 plus years. She doesn't age. We went and visited, and we're in the house in the woods in Maine, and sure as shit, like in her kitchen, there's a bunch of books about alternative ways to like heal things and alternative ways to cook food, and it all says like the witch's guide to it. And I'm like, it's starting to make sense.
As a
Yeah,
chaplain.
no, it's a family thing for sure. It's
Which I-
been in our
whatever.
blood for a while. Did you say as a chaplain, sir?
He's
I
a
have a
chaplain.
I got him ordained.
Yeah. Which one did you go to?
Universal Life Church, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Got my internet certificate. Every year they go, it's your whatever anniversary.
Yeah.
And every year I'm like,
I only did one ceremony, and that'll probably be the only
Are you
one.
always like, blessed be?
blessed be the fruit. No, yeah.
Yes.
Blessed be the fruit. Hey, may the Lord open. Listen.
You need to switch over to ice because we still have to do ratings and you have to do it over
Okay.
ice.
So
Oh,
at what
can I
point?
do that
Okay,
over
right.
ice? I'm
Yep,
sorry.
Yep, you have to do it. Sorry.
I've been
I'll finish
taking it
this.
You
slow.
can either
I'm
run it or
driving.
you can take the glycerin.
Because you're making
We
good
got-
choices.
We got this one.
Awesome. I'm such a lady.
No,
Y'all
good
can help.
choices.
That makes more sense than my fingers.
I mean, it's fine. It's
I
your
mean,
glass.
we get fancy here on DadDimes.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Is that the stuff you wanted to get into later? The witchiness of your
Well,
family?
I mean, I was like, yeah, do we talk about that? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
we
a little
can.
awkward. And
Is
then
it?
the other part was, rest in peace. We love Granny Janie. You ran over her with a golf cart. While she was alive, so there's that.
That's not what killed her. That's
The
not what
two
killed her.
aren't
That's not what killed
related.
her. That's not what killed her.
Are you saying it was my fault that Granny? No,
All right,
it was
here's the
several
deal.
years later.
God, I wish you. No, it was a while later. Let's
Yeah.
be clear. Our rest in peace grandma.
Yes.
You know, I feel like I was the closest to her at the end of her life.
At the end, probably.
Yeah, at the end of her life, I feel like I spent the most time with her. I dealt with her.
Well,
the
it's the
most.
guilt of running her over.
Right.
Well, okay. Here's the deal.
It's called trauma bonding.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you the story. Rest in peace. She could drink. She could outdrink us all.
That's partially true.
Yeah, okay, so she loved liquor. And one time I was in a golf cart and I was like, hey, we're gonna go for a golf course ride. And I was gonna leave her in a field. That was the plan. I was gonna leave her stranded in the field because she was being
Hit and
mean.
run.
And so I
It was a
told her,
speed bump and run.
listen. So I
Hey,
said,
John
Grandma,
Elway just
what's...
had a similar incident.
I said, Grandma, what's that? And she got out and I thought I was in reverse. And listen, I hit her. And then I panicked because she fell over. I mean, she did a good grandma.
Old people tend to do that.
Yeah, she collapsed in the field.
She did.
And I then put it in reverse.
Oh, my Lord.
She put it in reverse and then thumped up again.
No, I left her in the field
Had to
and I
make
went
sure.
back to the wedding. I think it was a wedding. I went back to the party or whatever it was and I was like, I ran over Grandma
I don't even know what
with
it
a
was.
golf cart. And so every year, she forgot, by the way. She forgot this would happen, but every year at Christmas, everyone in the family would start singing, Ashley ran over Grandma with a golf cart. And every year she'd be reminded. And you know what? I never admitted to it, except on that woman's deathbed. It got to the point where I thought...
Which was really weird because then she goes into her ear and she's like, I did it.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
why.
It was me.
No, that's not what happened. I was the
Clean
comic.
your room,
I was-
Grandma.
I was the comic relief for the moment. Okay, we're all crying,
Yes.
and it was one of those moments where it came to me, and I was like, just say it. And I was like, Grandma, I am sorry, I hit you with that golf cart. And everyone started laughing, and like, my uncle looked at me, and he was like, finally. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't want a guilty conscience. It was rest in peace or whatever.
But here's the deal. I mean, as tragic as it is, and always rest in peace. I mean,
Listen,
Jan had such a unique place on this planet.
really did.
This memory will forever be a story in time of, like, it was...
Where were we?
Kind of. Like, it was like hide and go seek in the Terry farm.
This is my favorite.
Like, it was such a cool
memory.
thing. And it kind of brought everyone together, and like everyone was a part of it at the time. And
that was the same time I did it, didn't
you will
it?
never. Yes, it is the exact same time. But you will never forget that this thing happened. Like it was a special moment. So it was a core memory that will never go away.
It truly is. Listen, we had.
But she did it.
Hey, it's pre-me history. So
listen, it was the most
wasn't me.
epic.
I think you were coming. I think you were like I felt your spirit there.
Yeah, right.
It was en route.
Yeah.
I was like 10.
So
what's that smell?
When my when my brother-in-law graduated from the state patrol for Texas, the Texas commissioner, he was up there. He's like, "Listen, man, there's two types of people. There's true Texans who came to be troopers, and those that were just coming home. And it was everyone from every other state that was coming to be a Texas trooper. So I was like, you're not a true Texan, but you came home, so you are now. That's all you were, dude. Man, you were just coming home. You were just en route. We knew you were coming.
Natural.
Yeah.
You were destined by witchcraft. But
Right, yeah. Spells
if
were
we
made.
want to get into it, he would not leave me alone. Listen,
Ooh.
I
Remember
love
that
you.
spell you made when you were 13?
Dog. That
Don't practical magic.
This guy.
No.
They're making a number 2.
Listen,
We saw it.
he bugged me for how long? A year?
But it was probably a year and a
Yeah,
half.
we were in the army. They would put him next to me.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I was...
Thank you for your services.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
I'll
drink to that.
What do we say? It's like, what do we say to that? I got an empty glass. Yeah.
Oh, there's a bottle.
Well, there's a bottle. God,
Coin challenge. Do you have your coin?
I don't.
Oh, you're buying the next round. Give me the glass.
Okay.
God, I would have won. I have a really high-ranking coin.
Do you have it in your pocket?
I got a can of chew.
There you go.
Oh, what do you got? Do you got
I got some
nicotine
Rose
packets or
nicotine
chew?
pouches.
Not the same.
What is it?
I think the highest one I have now is 3-star.
This is just 6. I got 43
Yeah, I don't
milligrams
have
at
that.
my house, though.
No, I mean, like, is it
Rogue.
mint? No.
Good old object.
Oh,
I know, I left mine upstairs. I'm not winning.
Yeah, cool.
I got berry.
Ooh.
Is it mint? Is that one mint?
This one's peppermint.
I mean, if you're
Pick your poison.
When
offering.
we're getting there.
Is it just like little nicotine pouches?
Yeah, it's
What-
just
I,
like-
I saw
it's-
somebody. I saw a ridiculous term for these
Hey,
today, and
Mom.
I was like, I had no idea. I had no idea what they were talking about. They're like, I lip pillows, and I was like,
What
what?
are you doing, bro? No, yeah.
Lip
they're-
pillows.
Yeah, thank you. Mine opens a lot. Are you sure I can have one?
Yeah,
I feel very thankful. I hope you know.
No, like I said, I got 43 milligrams at the house.
No, these are great. But when we were in the military,
Yep.
I was a generator mechanic once upon a time, and I minded my business. And he
Ooh.
did not. In
Mind
fact,
his business.
no, he was up in my business. Listen, he.
Wow.
This is the real story
since
live.
This is internet live.
Yeah.
Let me clarify.
Yeah, no,
Me
it
being
wasn't-
up in her business was at the end of every drill going, you have my number anytime you want to hang out.
We were at
hit me up.
2.5 global million listening to how you stalked her.
Yep, exactly.
did, though,
That's
like,
why I'm
he
like,
did
clarify.
Hang on a second.
Listen,
before
he did-
before I
didn't-
get threats from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Before
He
I get
didn't-
got.
He did not leave me alone. I at one
Alone.
point alone.
Before
At
our
one
buddies in
point-
North Korea messaged him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Before they're like, how dare you?
What's
Like,
your military email? So we can
Yeah.
have Kim Jong Un send you one.
Dude, I will too. I get 2 military emails, so it's gonna be like,
It would be hilarious if Vlad,
Yeah.
oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna walk in the office tomorrow, and OSD is gonna be like, where's your 5-bullet email?
our friend Putin's going to be emailing you directly.
Yes.
Actually, Putin be like, good job, buddy. You got the one you wanted.
Ivan.
Good pool.
You're gonna say, Das Vidanya.
You married up.
Yvonne, I didn't know you were
Listen.
brothers with my favorite podcast host.
Like, they have this on a big screen in his, I don't know, castle,
Office.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
We're watching it right now.
His castle office.
You know what's weird? We streamed directly to the Columbia not Mafia?
Well,
How do you know that?
our buddies in Colombia is what we'll leave it at.
Our friends in Colombia.
friends.
So they were on a spree in Mexico, and they were going to borrow an American who just so happened was on the show, and they, your DadDimes?
That's crazy.
You're free.
It's
That
good we
is
gave him the hat.
That's it, man. I'm
You
just saying,
saved a life.
we're global.
I guess. Yeah, but he followed me around for about a year and a half. I finally...
Harassing you?
No, he just really likes me, man.
You know what? What's not to like?
See? Yeah.
Oh my god, that was really sweet.
See? I know what I'm about.
I'm kind of...
I know how to pick them.
I'm kind of a bitch. But it's totally fine. But eventually
How to pick.
Yeah, I gave in, I guess. And
yeah. Hang on a second. 8 years later.
I know, right?
Here we are.
Listen, my dad really was his number one fan, which is crazy.
I can see that.
Before he met me.
My dad was, listen, my dad's a big old biker, like just a good old boy, all right? And he's scary.
He's a scary dude at first glance.
I have never been scared of John.
Yeah, but he loved you right away.
He's like,
you weren't dating his daughter.
Yeah, okay, but
no, I was watching her.
Phrasing.
He was
babysitting.
Babysitting, watching.
There we go.
Come on, man. Don't make it weird.
He was probably... I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my dad. You know, I spent the weeks with my mom.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, Justin and you guys really were some parental figures to me. I feel like I spent a lot of my life growing up with you guys.
You're welcome.
That's why I call him J Daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually my nickname.
But my
Call of
dad,
Duty.
at one time, he like
J Dad's coming in.
He secretly moved me into Ivan's house. I was pretending that we weren't dating. Like, I was like, nah, he's a friend. And then my dad's like, yeah, you spend all your time there.
A lot of time with your friend.
Yeah, and then he moved me in. He was like, oh, I dropped your stuff off. And I was like, you
at your friend's house.
He was like, no, well, I mean, you're obviously together. And I was like, no, we're not. And he was like, okay, see you at your house later.
So when I met him, I instantly was like, Dad!
I think that's what it was.
Papa. Yeah.
Like, I mean, my dad was scary looking. He scared a lot of boyfriends off.
He wasn't scary looking.
And Ivan, my beautiful husband, he walked in, he was like, Dad. And my dad was like, all right.
I don't want to traumatize people. Like when he he had a construction accident and he became slightly fingerless.
Yeah.
That's what scared the shit, because it was like, yo, what's up?
Hey, hand me that over there.
Yeah.
No, okay.
All of a sudden,
Dude, that dude is whittling his fingers
this didn't
away.
hurt.
Can I just tell you something?
God.
He's cut off that finger again.
Yeah,
No, I
that's what I'm
swear
saying.
to God.
He's a carpenter, but it includes his hand. Like he's like,
Listen, he's whittling that hand down.
It's the same hand.
It's the same finger. The last time I got a call, we all love Papa John. Listen, he's
shout out
Shout
John
out,
Chris.
He's
Papa.
making his bone sharp so he has a knife all the time.
The last time I got a call, he was like, well, babe, it's bad. And I was like, what's bad? He's like, I nicked the finger again. And I was like, are you kidding me? And he was like, yeah, I got a bit of the thumb, too.
Grab my strong hand.
Grab my strong hand.
Yeah, so,
yes.
Right, so I hang up, I drive up the mountain. He's 4 hours away, right? Drive up the mountain, I get up there. He's got a towel on his hand, and he's like polishing his saw
Back
that
to
he
work.
cut the finger off with.
Shit, you can't let the saw rust.
Listen, man, if the saw was sharp enough, I wouldn't have to worry about this.
I've never been so mean to my dad
The
in my
blade's
life.
bent from
I got
where
out
it
of the truck. I got out of the truck. I was like, "Get in the car." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "Going to the hospital." And he was like, "Well, let me just get in the car."
Dude is insane. Like,
Listen,
All right.
he's the strongest person I know for sure.
Never been scary to me. That actually would scare the shit out of me. I'm not done here yet. Hang on a second.
yeah.
Right, and he was like, "Well, you know, it was my fault, really. I can't believe I did that."
It's not the saw's fault. I was watching the game, and I was just pushing.
I took the safety guard off.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah,
and
I
he was like,
fucking
and he was like, I did that to myself. And I was like, get in the car, let's go get stitches.
Don't-
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a plumber, and every tool I have, I'm like safety guard. Fuck this.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
My ladder's a Home Depot bucket, sometimes stacked because I gotta go a little
Oh,
higher.
that's crazy.
I've
but-
seen that. He's
Yeah.
I mean, say,
on my roof
you
at
gotta
a
do what
slope.
you gotta do.
On a bucket,
Honest, Home Depot.
but I made it.
Hey.
I used to do HVAC, so
You gotta do what you gotta do.
you gotta do it.
Yeah, now he's
Is this your
big
coming
guy.
out to us?
What's that?
Oh God! Don't you say it,
What?
because it'll get us banned again. Knock
What?
it off.
I said, was this your coming out to us? Because
Oh.
He's very specific about HVAC
Now
cigarettes.
the rivalry between HVAC electricians and plumbers is hilarious.
European cigarettes.
There we go. That didn't get us banned.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. All right, we need
You're
to get.
questioning it.
I'm not. I'm one of them.
We
A European cigarette?
No, No, I'm the bee and the stitch.
We need to get into
it?
these things.
Okay.
Well, no, we need to get into the... Because they do gifts.
We have some gifts.
You have
We start-
gifts?
We have gifts too. No,
We do things.
we do things. We
crazy.
do stuff. And this is actually very nice.
So-
our woodworking, what's it called?
Laser guy.
Our laser guy
Laser
guy.
spent some time.
Yeah, he dedicated some time, energy, and effort.
Who's your laser
So
guy?
whatever you have for like a family photo, like the priceless heirloom that you have like hanging
That you
on
were
the wall,
displaying in your
that
house.
shit comes down.
That comes down, and you get this one, and you get this one.
Oh my God.
I'll take the rag.
Oh, you
Well,
spelled my name
rags.
right.
So funny.
Rag. That's like a
that's
microfiber cloth.
Did they get your name right?
They did. Did they get yours?
CHRISTEN?
Oh, haha.
Damn.
That's actually.
Listen,
That's funny as hell. You gotta get it fixed.
yeah, listen. I mean,
Give it back.
I think we should ask the chat. Does Ivan Christen sound better?
Oh, my
Or does
God.
Ashley Ross sound better? You let us know, chat. Let us know.
Hey.
I think Ivan
Oh
Christen
my
is the way
god,
to
that
go.
is so funny.
Department stores.
Listen, I sound like a. I
Oh
don't want,
yeah.
I don't want to be a department store. I'm
Now,
Ashley Christen. It's a strong name.
It's
Ivan
a
Christen.
strong
Yeah,
foundation.
Ivan Christen sounds like
Strong like bull.
Yes.
strong like bull. But no, he wants me to be Ashley Ross.
It's not a look.
That
I
sounds
say,
like a
look,
good Southern name.
That
Look,
is a good Southern
Do I
name.
look like a good Southern girl?
I mean,
Kinda.
Kinda. You
Let's
just.
let's be honest. The only reason why we're not changing any names is the 2.5 page list of what you need to do to get your name changed.
Why don't you guys become hyphenates?
Hyphenates?
Yeah.
I like it.
I've
Hyphenate.
said
He
I-
wants
look,
to do it.
I would
I'm
be
just-
okay with that if we both hyphenate, or we just hyphenate our kids when we have them,
Okay.
and then when they turn 18, pick one if you want, or
And they'll
keep
pick
it.
the right one, I guarantee
Probably,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, cool Uncle John. Yeah, we want to be Kristen.
Like, yeah, we're fucking
It'd
Rosses.
be Grandpa John.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. Wow.
Cool grip, John. We're in.
Yeah.
Cool Grandpa Nubs.
Listen, I call him Stubby
Yeah.
behind his back.
Well, now actually in front of it. Now he knows.
I mean,
No,
they
no.
barely have internet on the cabin. I'll be okay.
They barely
See?
got that
That's what I'm
internet
saying.
out
Good
there.
Southern.
Listen, I
tell you
listen,
what.
I'll tell
I'll
you
tell you
something.
what.
If you want something done,
What?
and I've learned this the hard way, sometimes you just got to be a pretty girl with a little bit of an accent, and you can get things done.
I
Or
tried
they
to
can
be a
get done
pretty girl
for
with
you.
an accent.
He's
and I got
tried.
tased twice.
Listen,
It's never worked for me.
it's worked well for me.
He identified as.
I brought the girls out one time.
Oh,
and
yeah? You did the
tased.
whole show?
Hello,
Oh, yeah.
Taste?
Hello, officer.
Hello, officer.
What's really weird is we were in
No.
Glendale. I
On
pulled
the
him over and
ground,
I tasted
Mexican.
him.
I'm like, oh shit, it didn't work.
That's how we met.
That's how we met.
Crazy. Listen,
Love at first taste.
I have gotten one ticket in my life. I've been pulled over a couple times. And this might be my dad dime of the day. Is it time? Can I
No.
say
We
that?
gotta do ratings. Then we do dad dime of
Okay.
the week. It's not dad dime of the day. It's dad dime of the week.
I'm sorry.
We have it every single week. We've done it for 74 shows.
Yeah, you're right. It says season 3, episode 22.
Yeah.
There we go.
Which actually, it's kind of sad. For all of our viewers out there, we need to advise them of the sad news. This is the last episode
Ever?
of season 3.
Okay.
In
I was
the
like-
arms
Yeah, I
of
was
the
like, what a sad day.
angel.
I know that would be like. You'd be like, no, man, because we gotta start season 4 at episode 75, which is
I-
recorded quote. And
that'd be a good one. How do you
It's a
decide what ends a season?
We don't.
Typically, it's Justin's vacations where he comes back. He's come
It's
back
his fault.
having his period.
It's usually when I'm in the hospital. for some
Hospital
reason.
ridden.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
But this time, no hospital.
I'm trying to get it done early. I'm trying to
say
bypass that so
Good for you.
it doesn't happen.
Well, they're not going out of town.
Throw salt
Well,
over
we
your
were
left shoulder.
literally discussing for the podcast. Don't travel with me, so don't travel with him. It all makes sense. Yeah, don't.
It's okay to travel with me. It's going to affect me, not anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, fair point.
Don't
I don't know if you
travel
guys
with my
listened
husband.
to the episode. He had his first period.
Did
You're
you?
such an
year.
asshole.
That's
last
so
year-
exciting.
It's.
You're
Ant
a
Flo
woman now.
came.
finally made it.
Yeah,
I'm so proud
You're a
of
woman
you.
now.
twice.
Oh,
He had
God.
2 cycles.
Yeah, I'm hoping your number 3 is not happening. Thanks.
Fingers crossed, but I will be excited to talk about your next cycle.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, the last time he was out,
It's a journey
he
for
was
all
on
of us.
Ozempic. He got so mad about the Ozempic.
You're such a dick.
Did you do
We
something?
didn't. No, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
But-
Hey, I was just asking.
He works.
But asshole over here.
I would have been cool. Hook a
person.
brother up. The army says I'm too fat. Let's
he
go.
works out so
I
hard and he
dedicate my time
maintains
to
so
getting
much
fucking strong as
to
shit.
nutrition and this and that. So when he was out, I was like, "Hey guys, we're gonna delay this because Justin had an adverse reaction to his Ozempic." He was like, "You mother!"
I was in D.C. on a trip with the kiddo, and he's like,
so
but I knew it was.
So
I knew
funny.
it was gonna eat him up, and he's like, "That motherfucker."
Oh, I think that's hilarious.
I wish I was there when I seen his reaction.
Speaking of working out, though, we've been playing pickleball. We're pickleballers now.
Ooh.
Let me tell you.
Well, we were
Chicken and
supposed to
Pickle
be.
opens up on.
That's what you were
24th.
saying, and
Are we gonna go?
It's
You
insane.
should come.
Yeah. I was like,
I'll
you said
be
that,
there.
and I was like, I've never heard anything about it until I went to Kansas, and now you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I've been
It's
here
in
Colorado.
Thornton. $35 million to build that building.
Jesus.
I-25
Just
and
approved the
136.
liquor license.
Oh,
Yes,
but
I did.
It's kind of an insane building, so I'm not surprised it's that. I'm actually not surprised by it.
It was a
$1.
tremendous
We should
amount.
go.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
But
the one that I went to in Kansas is like 8.
So this
plus-
is their 13th location.
That's exciting.
Well, yeah, they have pickleball courts, dude. Like it's not just like 1 or 2. They have
It's
like
a good
7,
time.
8.
So-
like, it's a lot.
And who doesn't like pickles?
Exactly.
and balls.
And chicken.
Which is, by the way, they do sell pickles there.
You're welcome.
They
no,
talked about
they
it.
sell
I'm a
pickles. They
funny
sell.
girl.
Like
Dude,
hand bread chicken.
I laughed.
I was just staying up the street at a hotel, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I wonder what this is." And I walked in, and was like, "Oh, it's
a thing.
It's a thing, apparently."
Listen,
And I just got
good
their
time.
food in the bar, and I was like, "Oh, it's kind of cool," because at the time I wasn't into pickleball, but now I am.
I signed off on
welcome.
their liquor license
Did you
Was that-
really?
for the city of Thornton.
King, thank you.
So it's coming. Yeah, like legitimately, they came through. They did their presentation. The board approved it, and it just so happens someone has to have a signature for their liquor license. It just so happens to be me.
Amen.
They've been approved. We're excited for it. June 24th, I think, is their opening day.
Ooh, we should
got-
go.
we got-
So we might
You know
be doing
what?
some pickle and chickling.
Oh, I like it.
Hell yeah.
It'll be a vibe.
For Juneteenth. Week after.
We're gonna celebrate. Yeah, they're not open yet, but yeah.
You know, it'll be okay.
They actually have some really cool stuff. We'll talk about
they're
it in another
fun,
episode.
yeah.
But like, they actually do a lot of like community work, which is I'm
We're
proud
huge
that
on.
they're doing it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we need to do some ratings real quick.
Yes.
So we do 3 different ratings: 0 to 5, 5 being the best, meaning that you'll probably not bring it out to like okay people, but good friends. You might crack it out on an occasion. 0 being like, I hate you, so you probably should drink this, but you would never feed it to anyone that
You cared about.
Widow Jane. I would never serve that to anyone because it is absolutely horrific. We do it on 3 different cycles. Straight, which is in your sniffer.
Okay.
The Glen Can.
Chilled on the glycerin ball, which just chills it, doesn't dilute it. And then on the rocks because that's the show. So 0 to 5. Ladies first.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I was just talk.
Chivalry.
I'm gonna
I
say
guess.
straight. I would give it like a 3.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Today's.
Chilled was definitely. No, sorry.
We'll go through.
You gotta go around, yeah.
Go through
Oh, my
me.
bad.
Go through chill.
My bad, guys.
You haven't watched the first 73 episodes. I get it.
I have watched some.
Just
not
not
the
finished
rate.
them.
Yeah.
I listened to
started,
them on
yeah.
my way to work. And then,
Like I listened to the 1, and then I started listening to the 2 episodes ago, and only got like 10, 15.
It's fine.
minutes
I mean,
ago,
I
so-
get it. I understand.
Well, I just don't podcast. This is the first. I've never listened to a
He's a
podcast but
podcaster
yours
now.
from start to finish.
So we have 2.5 live million viewers, which is
And that's
phenomenal.
right now?
And then we have like 20 plus thousand that subscribe. We don't venture. We're not like like and subscribe and be a part of it. We just want you to enjoy the time, man. That's what we're here.
We're not doing it for the money. We're doing it because we wanted a day that we could spend
a
and
Wednesday.
drink together.
Yeah, that's it, man.
And that's
That's how
official.
it's done.
that's really beautiful.
And our
it's
wife
perfect.
said, "You guys are never going to do it."
That's true. We talked about a podcast for a long time.
Challenge accepted. I'll bet.
You're never gonna do it. Bet you we will.
See, this is
Boom.
This is what starts me. I'm going to do my
And
own
we,
podcast.
and we blew it up.
If you need some help, by the way, setting it up, it's not just like it happens.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit.
Well,
You have
look
to start
at-
as an intern.
Yeah,
You start as
and
an
you
intern?
could start
You
off
should
under
look at our
DadDimes
LinkedIn
Enterprises.
profile. Our LinkedIn profile as an organization, because we are a company, we've had people that start off as interns and they've worked their way up.
Aw,
We have executive producer. Actually,
Crazy.
that's
They're
beautiful.
doing amazing things.
Our first intern.
Yeah. All the way
Intern,
up.
executive producer.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, you guys heard. I'm down to be your little side intern here.
We're going to get through ratings, and then we're going to talk about how someone had some notes for our
TikTok channel. Yes.
Hey.
We had some notes about our
Respectful.
AI generated stuff. That's okay though. Okay. So we're going to go straight.
Nope, we did.
We can. No, he hasn't. No, we have.
You're right,
We only
you're
got
right.
through one.
You can skip me. It's fine. I don't
No.
mind.
Nope.
White Crayon over here.
You matter.
I would say, I'm going to agree with the 3.
Three.
On
Okay.
straight. Because I was actually probably one of the better ones. I'm usually a rock guy. So
Gotcha.
I actually agree with them. 3 is.
We're going 3.
It is a really good flavor. No burn on it. It's very.
No.
Yeah.
At
It's
all.
just smooth the whole way through. It's got
I thought
good
it had
flavor.
a little cinnamony, kind of spice,
Cinnamon,
low
cinnamon.
spice.
Yep. I think they called it wood spice.
They call
Yeah,
it
wood spice,
cinnamon
yeah.
crumble
Oh, really?
for the taste.
Taste.
Yeah.
Damn. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, you didn't tell us about the taste. You just told us about the sniff.
Well, I deleted
We
it.
got
I had
we
it
got
all.
distracted.
I had it all.
We
ready.
started
We got
drinking.
distracted, yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3 as well.
It's the 3 for me. It's an 8-year. I think that if you're gonna do wild turkey in general, I think early misconceptions, man. 20 years ago, 19 years ago, when I got my first ID to be able to buy liquor, I would not do wild turkey. It was in a plastic jug for like $4. It was a terrible brand.
Good price though.
It was a great price, but it was like
I might have died once or
90%
twice
alcohol.
in a cornfield with wild turkey.
Yeah, 10% whiskey. Like it just, there was nothing in it. They have rebranded. They have reestablished their presence in the whiskey mark. It's 3. It's not bad.
It's
at
really
all.
not.
It's good.
Listen, I liked it.
We're gonna go chilled. Glycerin balls. By the way, the one that I stole from Disney. You chill it. You don't dilute it. It just cools the alcohol. It doesn't actually dilute it and change the flavor. What are your thoughts?
I have thoughts. I personally feel that I don't like the metal balls. I feel it in my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I feel it in my teeth every time I've
Okay.
done a dilution or non-dilution chilling effect.
don't
I've
like
never
that.
liked it. So
Okay.
I'm actually going to go step down and do
going
it
down.
too.
A 2.
That's straight to. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
felt a difference, true difference. In
Okay.
it.
I think I'm going to keep it at
Yvonne.
I'm going to keep it at a 3.
Okay.
Because if I had to choose between a rock or the metal,
Yeah.
I would do a rock every time.
Okay.
Because I've never I like it. It's fine. It's chilled.
Yeah.
I don't mind it so much.
Yeah.
But I would prefer a rock.
Gotcha.
So I would say still keep it at.
Keeping it at 3.
Fair. I'm actually going to increase it. I'm going to give it probably a 3.3.
We do decimals.
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
You can.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad.
3.3. I feel like the glycerin ball didn't take away from the flavor at all. I don't feel like it really enhanced it, but I like a cold beverage, so the glycerin ball, it was colder and I liked it. So
I like the 101 proof. I think it does enhance it a little bit. I'm going to go 3.2. Mainly because we're getting into summer, and I liked a chilled whiskey across the board.
Yeah.
So it for that reason, they enhanced it just a little bit for me. Putting it on ice, it will change the flavor a little bit because as you initially drink it, it's like, okay, it's 101. As the ice starts to melt, it dilutes it.
Yeah.
It changes the palate, changes the profile. Yep.
And honestly, it was a 3.8 for me.
You're moving on up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really
Oh, damn.
I don't know if it was when I had braces, but I can taste metal so clearly.
Braces.
Yeah, and anytime
Metal?
we've done it, I can
that's
taste
the
it.
witch side of her. She can taste that metal.
Yeah, she's like,
Copper.
this doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it.
I can taste copper.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think with the water, it gives it a really palatable taste. It's very smooth with the little ice cube in there.
That's
I
hard
was
to
a
say
fan.
when you start drinking.
Palatable. It becomes a little bit more difficult.
Platypus.
We'll get there.
Platypus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much more platypus.
Pilates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I truly enjoyed it with the ice cube. I thought it got really smooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
gonna,
go.
I'm
Shit.
gonna go up with the rock as well, but I'm normally a rock guy anyway because I like the when it comes to a rock,
Yep.
I like the enhancement of the flavor. So definitely probably 3.5, 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
For me, I'm actually going to take it down.
Ooh.
Okay.
One particular reason I think when you start to dilute it, it brings out a floral flavor that I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop it to a 2.8.
It's a witch in me, but I love a floral flavor.
The floral flavor in a bourbon for me just are in
Kills it.
in a whiskey.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea. I don't like it.
Fair point.
It's a subtle floral flavor that just doesn't hit me the same way as the glycerin ball.
I don't know which one. It was a Weller that did that. One of the Wellers, antique, maybe, but it like you were licking a garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't think it was antique.
You might be excited about that, but
I am. Listen, my favorite pastime is chewing on a mint leaf.
What's so funny?
I think we did the antique after hours. We only did the Weller 12 on the show.
Have you guys done?
It might have been the green one.
Have you guys gotten or done anything from Boundary Oak?
Not yet.
So
you're gonna have to invite him back. He's just trying to make you.
I mean,
we
like
this,
repeat.
This is why I got
offenders.
a bourbon testing. Too many sweats. No. So Boundary Oak is a small distillery in Knoxville, or not Knoxville, sorry, near Fort Knox. They actually are contracted with
Kentucky.
Yes, they're contracted with divisions.
Is the gold there?
I don't know. I've never been, but I've driven past it, and it's always like, oh, that's what they talk about.
We keep being told by Doge, is the gold? We're going to storm it. We're going to look. We're going to live stream it.
Hey, what happened to storming Area 51?
No, it happened.
No one
they
stormed it.
ninja ran.
I've been to Area 51. That's a whole nother story.
Really?
I've been on base.
For another episode.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God.
And we didn't talk about it?
I'm sorry.
Episode
Holy
2.
fuck. Are you guys coming back next week?
We can't.
God damn.
Interesting people, I guess. But,
I mean,
what was I say? Boundary Oak has
Area
got like
51?
Yeah,
contracts
Ben.
with divisions, and they have like 101, 82nd that have done.
Oh, that's cool.
They got with them, and they provided a mash bill, and they made it. So they have like the divisions on them. And they have a Lincoln whiskey or Lincoln bourbon that they have, and then they take the Lincoln bourbon and they make a lavender whiskey out of it.
And it's good.
Lavender whiskey?
Yeah, so it's a lavender.
I love lavender.
The wife of one of the wives, or a wife of the owner,
Martha.
I guess, she makes a lavender tea out of it.
Ooh.
And then they blend it with
Sweet tea.
with the
lavender sweet tea?
It would have to
So when you get it, like when you do their tastings, they'll run through the tastings and be like, try the Lincoln by itself, try the lavender by itself, and not blend it because it's the same
and they're
stuff. And
I would have been like, can I get more? Because I drank both.
Yeah, like
the
they're
first.
gone now.
Help.
Yeah, so
Whoops.
it's a really small distillery, like really small building.
Yep.
But I usually go
Isn't
there.
it Lincoln?
It's a Lincoln. Yeah, the Lincoln bourbon whiskey is like and the reason why they call it Lincoln because they're like, this is how they would do it back in the day.
Yeah,
they don't do anything to it.
What's
They
it
don't
called
add
again?
anything. It's called Boundary Oak.
Okay.
Shameless plug.
Okay.
Shameless plug.
I used
They're
to
great.
like this
Hey, our
one,
next
Shameless.
sponsor, Boundary Oak.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you.
We need some Lincoln and some lavender.
Yeah, I'm curious. What's your score?
I'm going to go with 3-0. I think it goes back down. I think you're taking away from what's in the bottle. I think that a 3.8 out of the bottle is phenomenal. It's not that it's bad by any means. I think that if you want to dilute Wild Turkey, get Wild Turkey.
Yeah, I agree.
If you want to dilute Wild Turkey 8, I mean, it's been aging for 8 years. Just go to Wild Turkey and dilute it.
Yeah, you
It's
want
not a problem.
you want the flavors of the 8.
Yeah.
And my score,
Yeah.
2.8's still good. Like
It's
it's
not-
still
it's not
solid.
as bad.
I had a 5. Yeah.
For me, I don't know the price point on this, but for me, it gets the Double D award.
I think it gets like a D+.
I would go buy this.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, this would be fine for.
I would pay up to
party.
probably $50.
It's actually about a 50 to 55, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'd pay
That's
that
not
for
bad.
it.
It's not
For
bad.
sure. And I'd be happy with that purchase.
I wouldn't be unhappy.
What a win.
I mean,
I wouldn't open
whiskey.
that and be like, that was, you say that, but Widow Jane was a whiskey, and it was a terrible purchase.
it was a pricey
Listen,
whiskey.
a win is a win.
A win's a win.
Wins win. Dad Dime of the Week. You already had one. Let's hear
do
it.
All right, it goes back to us, the getting pulled over conversation. But listen, sometimes
Don't be afraid to show your tits.
no.
Okay.
I mean,
I've tried that before, and I did not get out of a ticket. I had to show my badge.
I got taste.
yeah, no.
No, I'm sorry. Dad Dime of the Week. Go ahead.
Sometimes honesty is the best policy, man. I got pulled over, and before they got to the door, I was like, officer, I know what I was doing. I apologize for it. And I will and am more than able to slow down on the way home. Never got a ticket. I've gotten one in my life, and I've always admitted to it. Hey, like, that was my bad. I'm so sorry, and I'm so willing. to slow down. So honesty, man.
That actually goes back to an actual cop that would always says that.
As long as you didn't cry, and
Don't
as long
cry,
as you were honest,
and
you would never get a ticket.
It was an accident most of the time. I didn't see the speed limit until it was too late.
And I'll throw this out there: the reason why that I learned this at a young age. I was driving down to Texas with my lovely wife at the time, girlfriend. I got pulled over by a state trooper, and he's like, "Do you know how fast you're going back there, son?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "You're going at least like 7 miles over the speed limit." And I was like, "Man, I'm sorry, man. We're driving down to meet her parents. It's the first time I've ever met her parents, like indirect." And he's like, "Oh, well, no, that's a good reason why you're going down there. I'll be back with your ticket." I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Also,
Then I became a state trooper. So I was like,
this was the first thing that worked for me. Was me and my wife was driving to her dad's house.
Yeah.
And she kept telling me, "Hurry up, I gotta pee." Keep in mind, she was about 7 months pregnant, right?
Oh shit, that woman's got
makes
pee.
sense because she's had like 37 kids.
This is with our second one, I believe. She was like, "You gotta hurry." I'm like, "All right." So I'm fucking going up Sheridan, trying to get to 104th. I get pulled over. Cop comes over. You know why I pulled you over? Yes, sir. I was speeding. Why were you speeding? Well, my wife's 7 months pregnant, and she said she has to pee, and she told me to hurry up, so I was honoring her wishes. He's like,
because she told me to, sir.
Because you told me to, girl.
License, registration, insurance, gave it to him.
Hurry.
He goes that way.
I just got it cleaned.
Hurry up, sir. No, he was quick, too. It was like probably 2-3 minutes. He comes back. He's like, "I ain't going to give you a ticket, but slow down." And then he looked at me
after
and he was like, "I know what the fuck you're going through, man. I'm sorry I had to pull you over.
Just go.
You're speeding."
You don't
like, I'm going to stay here for a little while. Hurry the fuck up because she's probably going to kill you.
Yeah.
She didn't kill me. We got there. She peed. We were fine.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Listen, man, it's going to cost more to like shampoo your carpets than it is for this ticket.
Listen.
Go.
Hurry up.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
When you got to go, you got to go.
Especially 7 months pregnant.
Holy Lord.
Listen, honestly,
I couldn't tell you how that feels.
It was good of you to pull over. Because knowing me, I would have been like,
"Oh my God.
Fuck it."
High speed chasing.
You know what your future is?
Oh, yeah, boy. Bet.
Like, "Sorry, sir, I gotta fucking go. She's gonna kill me."
Just a sign. I'm sorry.
Just when she gets out and starts running inside, you walk out with your hands up.
Yeah.
Hands up. I'm going to the
I
bathroom.
know what I did. I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
It's better alternative.
Or you go out and you say, "Mi scusi."
Miss Scusi.
A bibbidi boobity.
Bibbidi, bobbidi.
Boo.
Boom.
This is season 3, episode 24.
I gotta look at the plaque for that.
I know. I had to think about it.
Season
Episode 22.
Episode 22.
End of season 3.
Look at us go.
Our
Thank you for
longest
having us.
episode to date. An hour and 30 minutes.
We're getting there, yeah.
We're funny people.
So until next time.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love you. Peace.
Thank you.
Yeah.